In this video, we will present you an interactive visualization of butterfly observation data. Our visualization shows the evolution of the number of butterflies observed in Flanders and their locations. The observation data was obtained from natuurliefhebber to create a visualization that can be used by both butterfly enthusiasts as well as professionals from natuurliefhebber. The dataset contains 561,380 observations of 43 different species between 2008 and 2014. First, we will look at the data for the orange tip. Here we show a picture of this butterfly and provide some background information, such as a link to the Wikipedia page, its Latin name, primary habitat, and short introduction text. As you can read here, the orange tip is a true sign of spring, being one of the first species to emerge that has not overwintered as an adult. There is a single brood each year, with adults flying from the beginning of April through May and into June. In exceptionally early years, a small second brood may appear. We use a bar graph to visualize the evolution of the number of observations throughout the year. Two interesting years are 2012 and 2013. As you can see, there were significantly less butterflies observed during these years than previous and later years. By looking at the other graphs, we can explain this variation. The upper line graph gives a detailed evolution of the amount of observed butterflies during each year. The lower line graph shows the weather conditions during this period. You can toggle the data shown in this graph between the maximum temperature and minimum temperature. We will now look at the maximum temperature. By clicking on the bar graph, you can highlight a year. We start with 2012. As you can see, the first orange tips already appear at the end of May. However, during the first half of April, it gets very cold compared to the other years. You can see that the number of observations does not grow during this period, while other years the number of observations grows very fast after the first butterflies emerge. This causes the number of butterflies observed during 2012 to be low. In 2013, the end of March was significantly colder than other years. The first butterflies were just observed around the 10th of April, which is later than all other years. This caused 2013 to be a very weak year for the orange tip. Another interesting butterfly is the mallow skipper. This butterfly was first observed in the south of Flanders in 2009. Since then, the mallow skipper has been dispersed itself slowly but surely throughout the years. On the bar chart, we can see that the biggest population increase happened in 2012, when the population has more than doubled. However, when we look at the bin map throughout the years, we can see that the mallow skipper is a local butterfly of the region and is not spread out across all of Flanders. We can hover over the bin map to look at the bins up close. Alternatively, you can click on a bin to lock it and then go to the detail map to zoom or move the map around. These were all the functionalities of our visualization. We invite you to visit our site and play around with them yourself. Maybe you can find some interesting patterns or gain some new insights in the butterfly population.